Hello everyone, welcome back to CodeChamp's online tutorial on Blender software. As this is the second part for this tutorial series in which we are going to learn how to make a 3D bouncing ball in Blender 2.83 software. If you are here for the very first time, we recommend you to watch our first video under this Blender tutorial section, which is an introductory video for all the beginners. So let's start this video now. So when you will open the Blender software, you will get to see this image out here. To get rid of this image, you just have to click on the empty side, and now a sphere cube will come in front of you. You just have to get rid of this cube. To get rid, you just have to delete this cube. Select this cube and press the delete button on your keyboard, then your cube will be deleted. So now I will on my screencast keys for you guys so that you can easily understand whichever key I am pressing right now on the left side. Okay, so the first step is we have to get one plane surface out here in the middle. I've got one plane out here, so I'll just increase the size of the plane. So by pressing the S button and mouse cursor, I have increased the size of my plane. Second step is I have to add a collision physics on this plane so that whenever my ball will touch this plane, it will get bounced back. So that I will go to the physics properties under the property section, and then I will select this collision button. So now this plane surface will act as a collision surface. Now the next part is I will add one UV sphere. Alright, I've got one UV sphere out here. So this UV sphere will be acting as a ball which will be bouncing on this plane surface. For that, first of all, I have to change its few values. So I have to half the value of segments and its rings. Like currently they are 32. I will make it 16 and 8. Alright, so the next thing is we will add one modifier to this sphere also. To add that modifier, we will go to this spanner button on the properties menu. We will add modifier and we will add subdivision surface. Okay, the next part is under this subdivision section, we will add the render and viewport value to 33, just equal to the value of its quality. Alright, so now I will lift off this sphere a bit upwards and into the Z axis. So I will just press the G button and then Z, then I will move it a bit upward and give it some height. Alright, so to make it more smooth, I will do some shade smooth property to it. Under the object section, I have chose this shade view button. Alright, so the next part is we will add some physics property to this sphere as well. So under the physics tab, we will go to this soft body section. So this sphere will act as a soft body. So under this soft body section, as you can see, the goal and edges are already marked. So we will uncheck the goal button and we will change some values under the edges section, because whenever my sphere will touch the surface of this plane, it will going to change some of the size of its edges of the sphere. Alright, so under the bending section, currently it's 0, so we will type here 5, because whenever my sphere will be touching the surface, it will be bending up to 5 of the value. Okay, so now we will go to the cache and we will bake this simulation. So here is the bake button. It will take few seconds to bake this animation, and now what we are going to do is we will play this animation. So I will press my spacebar, or you can also press this play button on the timeline tab. As you can see, this ball is acting very nicely on the surface. So the next part is we will go to the light menu. For that we will have to select this light option on our screen. So whenever you will select the light option, you will be able to see this bulb option that will appear on the properties menu. So whenever there is other option selected, the bulb will be gone, and only under this section only you can see this bulb menu. So the first part under this is we will be going to make some rendering changes out here. So you have to select the render properties and we will change the random engine. So we will choose cycles engine for this particular animation. And under the device section, if your system is having GPU, you can select GPU compute, else you should be working on CPU only, because GPU will give you some high power simulations in the Blender software. And under the sampling section, you can change the value of render and viewport to 200 and 200. And in the performance section, let's get to the performance section, and here is a tiles option. You can increase the number of tiles if you are having GPU. For CPU persons, 64 and 64 is fine. Like in this case, I will choose 512 X tiles and 512 Y tiles. Let's go to the advanced section. So under advanced section, you have to mark this little button for seed, which will be improving the quality under each and every frame of this animation. Okay, so now let's select the bulb button out here, which is the object data properties, and now we will select the sun here. So we will decrease the value of the strength of the sun up to 15. Alright, so let's change the color of this sphere. To do that, we will go to this material tab, add new material, go to the surface and we'll add diffuse BSDF. And now we will select the viewport from this menu. Alright, so now as you can see a little shadow out here from the sunlight. So now we will be changing the color of our ball. So let's add this red color. You can choose whichever color you want. Let's change a bit light color so that it will show you the bending of that ball also. Now the next part is we will be changing the camera setting for our design. For that you just have to press the 0 key on your numpad. Then as you can see, this white box represents your camera section. The first step is you have to fix the camera. So go to the view option out here and then lock the camera view. Now you have to adjust the camera in which you will be able to see the complete view. As in this section, my view looks quite fine now. Let me play. The bouncing is also fine under this view. Now I will toggle this view. And after that, we just have to, if you want to change the shadow of this ball to any of your requirement, you just have to select the light from this section and then press R key, and then you can rotate the sunlight in whichever direction you want. Like as you can see, the movement of sunlight is there. So whichever the position suits you, you can click out that position. Now let's go to the output setting, which look like a printer. Under this section, you can choose the various output settings for your video. Like we will be changing the frame rate first. 30 fps would be quite fine. Then you can save its output position, whichever the output position like suits you, wherever you want to save it. Like I will save it on my desktop, and I will write its name. I will just write bounce out here and then accept it. Then I will select my then we will select the file format out here. AVI JPEG is the best format available for your videos, and then increase the quality to the max and save your file. Alright, so after that the last part comes, that is to render this animation. For that you can click on the render button on the top left corner and then render animation. So this process is going to take a few couple of hours, so you can wait after that, and after that your animation will look something like. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to never miss an update from CoreChamp. Thank you and have a nice time.